All right, beautiful people. Welcome back to another amazing and impactful episode of the True Health Forever podcast, where we try to live our best life through the lens of holistic health. I'm your host, Devon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game. And for the first time, I have with me the MBA graduate, the queen, Mrs. Curl-rific herself. Please introduce yourself.
What's up, party people? Lovely intro. Thank you, man.
Thank you. I'm not doing that every time. I'll tell you that right now.
Set the standard. I'll accept nothing less. What's up, party people? My name is Sinclair, aka
The Health Nerd.
MBA. And
That is the only time
I will ever say. Yeah, and I'm very excited to be here today. We're here later on in the day than we normally do, which is providing some nice lighting for for our melanated skin.
Yes, shout out to lighting.
Yes.
All right, as usual, we'll do a nice little short intro, and we're doing something a little bit different. We're gonna try to stay under 40 minutes. We'll see. Y'all know we can both talk in our own right, so let's see what happens. But short little introduction.
Now. We can't see the timer, so it's really gonna be.
It's just gonna go off. Oh well. But little short. How was your week, Queen? I mean, I don't know how your week was, but if you want to care to share.
My week was fantastic.
Oh, got her singing.
Yes. We did go to Mexico.
Don't tell nobody.
Tell nobody. We went to Mexico for a little free trip. That's mainly why we went, because it was free.
Right.
For a couple of days, and that was really nice because we had, aside from me graduating with my MBA, we had, thank you. We had several accomplishments that had kind of hit. You know, the king is putting in work last week. So we had a lot of accomplishments that, we were celebrating. So it was very timely for us to kind of get away for a few days, away from the craziness. And yeah, outside of California, it looks a lot different right now.
Also,
we masks were worn pretty much everywhere, but aside from that, like it didn't feel the same as it does here. Like,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like here, it's very COVID, everything COVID. Over there, it was still like, it's kind of like a little oasis.
just mention
here,
it once.
right? It's here, but it's clearly like they're not quite as affected. And they even said that like they're a little bit. We were in Cabo, they're a little bit isolated there from even the rest of Mexico. It seems like so. Yeah, it was really nice to get away. We didn't do anything crazy. We're not trying to get the vids,
right?
So yeah, we just did parasailing.
Which was very fun and relaxing.
Yes,
it was more relaxing than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too. Did a little food tour. We're foodies, so we got to try the authentic stuff wherever we go.
Yep.
That was so
good. Do you know how many ingredients a good mole sauce should have, and what the main ingredients is? Go ahead and let us know. Let me put in the comments, send us a DM, whatever. Do you know the secret to a good mole sauce? Because we do now.
Oh man, that mole was so good.
It was fire.
I could eat that like as soup. It was so good.
It's a stretch, but yes, it was good.
And then the funny thing is, like, he was explaining like mole. I've had mole before. This is going on a tangent. Sorry. I've had mole before, but it was never something that I was very enthusiastic about. Probably because of the one ingredient that everybody says you think is the main ingredient for mole, but this one was sweet and savory and
it was good stuff. And I also like this trip because we were pretty intentional bringing some Organifi with us to make sure that we were keeping our immune system and our bodies right. So every day we still drank our Organifi. Every day we took the stairs instead of taking the elevator and going to our room. We were pretty intentional, like how much walking and stuff we were doing. So I think we were still able to take a lot of our healthy habits with us. The queen, every time we got back, wash your hands. We had a whole bunch of disposable masks. So I know there's a lot of y'all judging us right now. Okay, I know there's a lot of y'all judging us right now. Like, dang, y'all were traveling during the vids, but we were still very cognizant because we want to make sure that we were healthy enough to still see our families during the holidays. We're gonna get tested before we do all that. So yeah, travel responsibly if you are going to travel during this time. Real quick update for me. Same thing. It was a very relaxing week. Although I took work time off, I was still, hustling and grinding a little bit. Customers reaching out about shipping stuff, partnerships that are now gonna be, sprouting in 2021. So a lot of good stuff. But I'm a slight workaholic, so I still worked a little bit.
Slight, you're a workaholic. Let's take the slight off.
I'm a workaholic, especially when it's the stuff that I love, stuff I'm passionate about. So
like it gives me more anxiety not to be working than it does to be working.
It does, because I know there's always something to be done. So it's like if I'm not doing nothing, I'm stressed because I know there's at least one or two things I should probably be doing. So yeah, it's very hard for me to take this 100% 24 hours off and not do nothing.
Even 24 hours. I've accepted now. I'm just like, all right, you do your thing. I'm good. I'm good having a good 36, 72 hours with no work. Maybe not that long, but I mean, no, I really didn't do much. So
I'm stressing because I did fall off because there's been a few posts on Play Black Wall Street where people posted us on their story and I didn't see it in time because you only have 24 hours to repost it. Mm-hmm. And I have like 3 people. Sorry if you're watching this, sorry that I missed your repost. Oh, but there's like 3 people out there who posted something and I know they posted something, but I'll never see what they posted. And I'll never have the opportunity to repost them. And I already DM'd them. I was like, oh, sorry, I missed it. Thanks for sharing though. But yeah, it's just like you never know what you're gonna miss. So a whole 24 hours is very difficult. All right, we're ranting more than we usually do, maybe because we have the pressure of the time clock. So let's get focused. All right, get focused. And to get focused, the theme for today is going to be the top 5 New Year resolutions. Typically, right, based on hashtag statistics, however the Queen found it, the top 5 New Year resolutions and how in 2021 you can still make these 5 happen. Regardless of COVID, regardless of all this stuff, you can still make things happen. All right, without further ado, let's get into the episode. All right, so we started this last week, but obviously we didn't get to finish it. And if y'all saw the episode, I was rambling probably more than usual because I was so nervous about the transition. So I know my brain was all over the place. So we're gonna kind of do it from the beginning, but we're not gonna go into the full details for the first one for sure, and like half of the first 2. Feel free to go back to episode 39. You can rewatch it where we go into more deep details on number 1, which Queen will get into right now. But the other 3 will go into deep details. Queen, hit us off with the first one, please.
All right. Okay. I do not want to make an emergency call. So number 1 is to exercise more. You could probably guess that. That's pretty much everyone's number 1 goal every week, every year. So again, we did talk and really in depth about how you can still make that a possibility in 2021, primarily based on you can still get out and, go on a walk, go on a hike. Sean Stevenson said that it's between 10 and 20 minutes is like the optimal time for you to be outside and go on a walk or do something active. So it does not have to be like an hour-long walk. So
10 to 20 minutes. Walk around the block once, twice, and cool, you're good.
Yeah, to get the vitamin D, like there's so many things that are going to come from that. Join an online workout community. There's 50 million of them that have popped up since COVID. So literally just go on Instagram. You can type out online workout. You can find a whole community. You can make one within your friends and family and just say, hey, every Wednesday at 6, let's do a group workout, or every day at 8 a.m., we're going to do a group workout, whatever it is. You can build a home gym, and it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You can find stuff at thrift stores. You can buy little weights. There's a lot of things you can do body weight, first of all. So you don't need a home gym. Look up, functional mobility, animal flow. These are all things that do not require any equipment. But if you do want to do a mini home gym, you can get a few weights, get a 10, get a 15, get a kettlebell or 2, maybe a bench, or if you have a chair, you don't even need a bench, and call it a day. Resistance bands, ab wheels. These are all very inexpensive ways.
Ab wheels for sure.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree has ab wheels.
There you go.
For $2 though.
How does that work?
I don't know.
But yeah, you can create a very inexpensive home gym.
There it is. The only thing that I'm gonna sprinkle in this that I did say last week, but just in case you don't feel like rewinding, is go ahead and set up a daily habit workout that you do every single day, body weight, no matter what.
Mhm.
All right. This for me, it's at this point 200 push-ups. I do this every single day. It can be for you, it can be body weight squats, it can be the ab wheel, it can be push-ups, it can be toe touches, like whatever it is. Just make, yeah, I don't know what toe touches really is, but just one or two workouts that you do every single day, preferably in the morning as a part of your routine. Guaranteed, if you pick your thing and you do it every single day, 365 days, let's say you miss a few days, you do it 330 days, you will still feel better at the end of the year. So go ahead and pick yourself one body weight workout to do literally every single day and hit it.
Yoga.
Yep.
All right. Is that good for number one?
That is good for number one. If your goal is to work out more in 2021, it is still possible. Put your mind to it, write down the goal, and let's get it done.
All that. All right. Number two, save money.
To save money. All right. So I do two strategies for saving money, and I'll try to not ramble. The first strategy, or what everyone should do, is just budget and assess where your money is coming from and where your money is going. I think for the most, like even us, like maybe we can do another budget for 2021. There's things that we've purchased this year, subscriptions this year, that weren't on our 2020 budget. So now the household, we need to recalibrate. Okay, where's our money being spent? Okay, Netflix is going here. What else? Internet's going here. Phone bills going here. We just bought a bench. I'm just kidding. We didn't buy a bench, but we did buy a bike. Just so all of our budget, go ahead and write it down. And then next, create an extra stream of income.
I knew that was coming.
Love this one. Because personally, you can save money. That's one way, and that's going to be taken away from what you're spending. It's very simple to do that. But for me, I like, let's just make more money, right? So we have our budget already, but let's say we want to go on a vacation. Let's say we want to spend a little bit extra money on getting our hair done, which we don't, but let's just say we did. It's like, all right, Devon, how can you figure out how to make $200 more per month? So what side hustle, or as ET says, what gift shall I use today? Should I use the gift of writing? Yes, I'll use the gift of writing today. Should I use the gift of podcasting and speaking? Yes. So anyway, what's up, ET? Go ahead and figure out what your gift is. And for me, I would say the gift is me being an educator. So we started the Black Study Snacks, which we give away for free on Instagram. But 2021, we're going to figure out a way to monetize our Black Study Snacks to then make a consistent income through education online. So what is your gift, and how can you use your gift to make yourself more money?
I don't have anything to add.
Cool. All right, we did that one. If y'all got questions about saving money, we can obviously go way more in depth on budgeting and saving, but we really feel like in 2021, please make this your year to define your gift and figure out how you can give value to others while others are obviously giving value or wealth to you. 2021 is this year, or is that year. When you listen to this, maybe it will be this year. Long story short, let's get it. All right.
Oh, and I just did think of something really quick, is just to, and now if you need a quick, like, I just need something, like, okay, you couldn't like drive Uber or do Instacart or things like that. But I think in an ideal world, again, it would be something that it has more to do with what your gift is, and something that ideally you're already doing. Because then you can take that and monetize it. If you love music and you listen to music, or you make beats for fun, like, turn out and make that into a hobby. You can sell those beats.
Yeah, Christian, I see you, bro. You are here making these beats. Jay, I see you making these beats.
If you
Isaac, I see you making these beats.
If you like to do your hair, like, you're already doing hair, figure out, like, how can I do other people's hair to make money? Use whatever gift you have. That's all I wanted to add. Well
done, Queen. All right, number 1, 2, 3. Hit us.
Eat healthier.
Eat healthier.
Okay. So one of these is actually perfect timing, because and I actually had it on my list before this morning, but we had a potluck meeting today.
Yes, we
did.
And
afterwards we did another episode of our Chop It Up, which is like our podcast episode for potluck with our team. And my brother TC was saying that this episode was about how to eat. What's your go-to healthy meal? And my brother TC is not the most health conscious person in the world. He admitted that, but he said that something that he has used recently to eat healthier is HelloFresh, which is a meal delivery kit. No, we're not sponsored, although we're always open to
HelloFresh was
being
good.
sponsored.
Hey, HelloFresh. Hello.
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 It's fresh.
There we go.
So yeah, he's using a meal delivery kit, which I think is a great idea if you are trying to eat healthier and you just don't know where to start. That is a great idea. There are a million different meal delivery kits. You have your more national ones like HelloFresh, Sunbasket, Blue Apron. I think there's diet specific ones. There's Green Chef if you're vegan. Sunbasket is a good one that we did for a little bit if you're a pescatarian. There's ones that are low carb, high protein, keto, like you name it, you can find a meal delivery kit. And they even have more local ones. So like we're in Los Angeles. I've even seen some pop up on Instagram that are more local. So definitely do your research. Whatever you're trying to do, you can find a meal kit for that. So if you just don't know where to start, you're like, I don't even get in the kitchen like that. But I want to maybe, stop eating out more, stop eating out so much and just eat healthier. That's a great way to start. So that's my tip number one. Tip number two is for you to follow social media accounts that promote healthy food. And that's for multiple reasons. One, it is literally a place where you can just go to find recipes. They have pictures. You find something that looks good. You're like, I can eat that. Then they usually have a link to the recipe, and there you can find the recipe and how to make it, maybe even a video on how to make it. So I have a suggestion. Forks Over Knives is a good one. That is vegetarian. So again, if you're trying to eat healthy, to me, my first thing is you want to eat probably more fruits and vegetables in your diet. So finding things that promote fruits and vegetables, recipes that promote, high contents in fruits and vegetables are probably your best bet. Pinterest is another good place to find recipes. You can type in healthy recipes. You can start a whole board or a whole pin on just healthy recipes. I go to Pinterest quite often to find recipes. And there was another one that I had that's not on here, but long story short, the other reason I was going to say it's important to follow different pages that have good food content is because you want to be cognizant about putting those images in front of your face, because McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's, they're already everywhere. Okay, so you have to be very cognizant. If you're watching the TV, you're already going to see all of the fast food, all of the DiGiorno pizza, whatever. You're already going to see a lot of the unhealthy food. So be cognizant about following. Probably go to probably 3 different accounts that you're going to follow, so that as you're just scrolling randomly, you see your friend's birthday post. Oh, happy birthday, blah blah blah, and you scroll. Oh, dang, that's a healthy salad. That actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna make that tonight. So it just keeps it front of mind that you should be eating healthy. And it makes it more likely that you're going to stick with it. Again, if your timeline is full of more healthy foods, then again, the fast foods and things that you're already going to see, because it's in all of our faces.
Yeah, I have 2 quick things I want to add. One is find an accountability partner to also eat healthy with, which, I mean, we're going to another point soon, and you probably have an accountability partner for that too. But yeah, if you have someone who is also going to be eating good stuff with you, I think it makes it that much easier. Specifically, if you have like your best friend or your partner or someone that you see and talk to on a more consistent basis, it should make it easier to eat healthy. And then number 2 is add a little bit of purpose to it, right? So I feel like eating healthy just to eat healthy, I feel like you can lose, personally, I can lose my motivation really quickly, because I feel like we may still seem healthy even though we're not eating healthy. So add a purpose to it. Like if it's, I want to eat healthy so that I can have more energy, boom, so I can lose weight, so I can have better high blood pressure, or don't have high blood pressure, so I can play more with my kids, so I can get a 2-pack, right? Whatever it is you want to start off with, like go ahead and put a goal or put some type of purpose. That way you're just a little bit more motivated and reminded to eat healthy on a daily basis.
And then my last point is, if you already know that you're not a person that likes to cook every day, or that you're not going to that every now and then you're going to eat out, go ahead and do some research on the front end and either pick some restaurants that are healthy or pick some meals that you can order at restaurants that are healthy. And the reason why I think it's important to do that ahead of time is you want to do it before you're hungry. Okay, you want to do it when you're not hungry because you make sensible decisions when you're not hungry, right? The minute you're hungry and you're like, oh man, I gotta go. I don't feel like cooking right now, so let me go on. The first thing that's gonna pop up is probably a burger and fries or some pizza. And if you're hungry, you're gonna be like, yep. That's it. Yep. So go ahead and pick maybe 5 meals that if I'm going to eat out, it's gonna be one of these 5 meals because these still fit into my healthy diet that I'm trying to stick to. So like, all right, I go to these 5 things if I'm if I'm trying to eat healthy. So another tip for you.
There it is. You can do it. If it's your goal this year to eat healthier, you have the tools, you have the apps, you have the typing ability to search and follow all the things that you need to do in order to get motivated to eat healthier in 2021. Yep. Number 4, Sinclair. Go ahead and hit us with it.
4 is it kind of combines a lot of them we've already talked about, but it's to lose weight. A lot of people try to lose weight for the new year.
Yep. I'm going first. Okay, so I'm gonna go very high level. I'm sure the Queen's gonna give you some better stuff. But for me, when you understand the calculus that goes into losing weight, it makes it seem simple. All right, and I don't want to simplify it, or I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone's journey out there. But when you look at the calculus, right, it's how many calories you consume, how many calories you burn. If you burn more than you consume, you will lose weight. Very simple way to do it, but that's the calculus. So you have 2 options. You either eat less calories, right? Because every day your body is burning a set amount of calories. For me, I burn about 1,800 calories per day without trying. Like if I just wake up, I do my regular thing, I'm going to burn 1,800 calories. All right. So that means that if I want to lose weight, I need to eat less than 1,800 calories every single day. Now, if I want to eat more, let's say, oh man, I want to have a really good day. I want to have all you can eat sushi. Oh, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. Today I want to have IHOP. Cool. That's 1,000 extra calories, 2,000 extra calories. So now I need to do a workout that's going to burn the extra calories that I just treated myself to. All right. So I know that's very general and very what's it called, kind of basic and simplistic, but I feel like sometimes we oversimplify or overcomplicate things. Like we're like, oh, I got to do 3 workouts per day, I got to eat all these leafy dark greens, and then I got to do 0 carbs. And I think we can get overwhelmed with that, and then we don't do that for the entire year. We do that for like 3 weeks and then we backlash. So I feel like if you make it simple, you can eat exactly what you usually eat. But if now you walk 15 minutes a day, and before you didn't walk 15 minutes a day, that's 200 to 300 calories you're burning every day that you weren't burning before. You do that every single day for a year, 200 times 365, you do the math, you're going to definitely lose some weight. So I would say the Queen's going to give you better and more complicated advice, I'm sure. But me, simply, I would say do 2 things, one of 2 things. Either consciously eat less, and that can be, instead of burger and fries, I have a burger and a salad. It's an easy switch. Your calorie intake will automatically decrease. Or burn more calories every single day. That's the body weight workouts that we said to do. That's the 10 to 20 minutes of walking. That's a bike ride, whatever you choose to do, but try to make it again on a daily basis. To the health nerd.
So I don't want to completely invalidate what you just said. However,
oh goodness, here we go.
However, losing weight is not that simple. Now, if that works for some people, so if you know that works for you, then great, go with that simple method. If I know I just need to stick to it, but I know that works, then absolutely go with it. But for a lot of people, and there have been studies that show that you, like, for example, and this would probably definitely be true between the 2 of us because we're different sexes and we're just different body types. We could eat the same thing, exercise the same amount of calories, and look completely different because my body may hold on to those calories differently than yours will. Now, there's a lot of factors that go into this, but primarily like two things to me that come up to me, and that's hormone imbalances and your gut health, and they kind of go together. But if you know that you were a person in the past, like myself, who has tried to lose weight and it hasn't necessarily worked out for you, and if it's a little bit, it's always been a little bit easier for my husband here to lose weight than it has been for me, and that's okay because we have different body types, like I said. But there are other things that can be happening inside of your body that you're not aware of. So if you know that, like, man, I'm eating salads, like, all day, I'm only eating 2 meals a day, I should be losing weight and I'm not. One, make sure you are getting some movement in. But if you know, like, all right, yeah, I'm getting my movement in, it doesn't make sense, there could be something else going on. You could have some hormonal imbalances, right? So testosterone burns more fat than estrogen. So that's why naturally men usually have an easier time losing weight than women. Estrogen tends to hold on to fat. And when I say that, I mean like the ratios of these, which obviously in men it's a little bit higher of testosterone, in women higher in estrogen. Gut health is also a very big thing to keep in mind. And I'm trying not to go down a rabbit hole here, but basically you need good gut bacteria to be able to break down the food and do what it needs to do. And long story short, how you do that is to get a variety of different foods. So even if you're eating healthy, even if you're eating salmon, broccoli, and cauliflower rice every single day, the fact that you eat it every single day is automatically going to make it harder for you to reach your goal. You got to switch it up. Switch up your vegetables. Add some probiotics into your diet. So that can be from things like miso. Miso is probiotic. Anything that has live bacteria in it. Miso is probiotic. You can actually get a probiotic, pill or capsule. Kombucha, probiotic drinks, anything with like water, kefir, yogurt. I'm sure there are other things. I believe tempeh is also probiotic. Don't quote me on that. But there are sauerkraut, things that are pickled. Anything that's pickled it was going to have some probiotics. Anyways, long story short, make sure you get in some probiotics, and there could be other things that are going on that can make it harder for you to lose weight. So some things that can help out with that are, one, intermittent fasting. And so we've done a whole episode on that, so I'm not gonna drain that too.
Go on back to intermittent fasting.
Yeah. But long story short, that is when you only eat for a set amount of time. So for us, usually it's 8 hours during the day. The rest of the time, you're not eating. That allows your body to burn fat. And then I already mentioned the meal delivery kit. That is another one where if you struggle to get the right portion sizes or get the right balance of protein to carbs to veggies, a meal delivery kit might be a good option too, because they're pre-portioned. So whatever, and it'll be, basically it forces you to stick to the amount of calories and it forces you to stick to the portion sizes. So I know I just threw a lot out there, but long story short, if you struggle with losing weight and the calorie in versus calorie out mindset is a little bit more difficult for you, then there are some home tests you can do to figure out if you have food sensitivity. It could just be that you are eating, the wrong thing, and your body doesn't like it, and that's making it so that you're chronically inflamed, which will mean you're not going to lose weight if you're chronically inflamed. Yeah, so there are, what's another one? There's another one. I think it collects like a stool sample. I'm not entirely sure, but it basically, you can send it into a lab and they'll tell you about your gut health. They'll tell you, hey, this is this is what your gut looks like right now. So it'll point you to the direction of whether you have a healthy bacteria or not. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there so I don't go down another rabbit hole.
Very, very wise decision. And I'm gonna also be smart and not try to argue at all with any type of weight loss, nothing. Take notes, y'all. Take notes. All right. The fifth and final goal. And again, all of these are possible. Please set your mind to it. Write down your goals. Get yourself an accountability partner, and let's get it done in 2021.
Hey, I like that.
That was off the top. It should definitely be a shirt. Y'all can go ahead and steal that. I got too many things to do. Someone else go ahead and make that a shirt, please. Just send us one for free.
That's all we ask.
That's all we ask. Just two. There we go. Send us two.
We'll wear it on podcast.
And she'll wear both.
The last one is to reduce stress. You want to take that one?
I'm going first. Okay, let's see. So for me, first step, kind of similar to the other things, is one, assess where is your stress coming from.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think some people like they have the goal of I want to reduce stress this year, but then they never take the time to actually sit down and think about what makes me stressed. Like
Mm-hmm.
what is stressing me out? And for me, as the queen can attest to it, what stresses me out is having things to do that aren't getting done, right? Like I can be on the beach in Mexico with a margarita in my hand and a taco in my other hand. But if I know there's things that need to be done that aren't getting done, I'm stressed, even though I'm in a very non-stressed environment.
We need to work
So
on
yeah, I know. So for me, what helps in that is one, writing the list of things down that need to get done, whether it's for the day, for the month, for the year. Write down this list. And I got into a good rhythm of doing that every day. Go out to my whiteboard. All right, today, what needs to get done? Boom, and then get it done. And for me, that alone decreases my stress. Although there's still a whole bunch of other things I'm doing, I'm juggling the fact that I know exactly what I need to do for that day to have it be a successful day. And the fact that I can go back to that board and check things off makes it less stressful for me. Another thing that helps for my personal stress is delegation. Jair, shout out to Jair, much love. The
He will
part
definitely see this.
Right. Yeah, you'll definitely see this. But he's the person that's able to edit our videos. And before I was editing the videos, had to chop up multiple, editing the audio, the posting. So it was just a lot of different moving parts. And obviously every single part was a little bit stressful for me. So the fact that I now know, like, boom, I can just send this to Jair. Jair is gonna do his thing. A few days later, it's gonna come back. I just gotta post it. That's like a off that for years I never did. For years I was like, I want to do all the videos myself because I can. I'm gonna save the money, but it's like, I'd rather.
Time is money.
Yeah, time is money. I can stimulate someone else's economy while also reducing my stress, reducing my blood pressure. So it's just a win-win. So first step that I would recommend is figure out where your stress is coming from. It could be coming from your dreams and goals. It could be coming from your family and household, from a particular person, from your job, whatever it's coming from, and figure out what you have the power to do to change that situation, not what other people can do because you
Right.
can't control them. What can I do to reduce my stress in my job, in my relationship, in my entrepreneurship endeavors? So that would be mine.
I think that part is very important, that you have the power to control, because it will only be more stressful if you try to now put on your
Right.
shoulders that, oh man, what stresses me out is my kids do this, and you now try to worry about what your kids are doing.
Right.
It's They're gonna do what they're gonna do, right? I know I'm not a parent, so don't take this as parenting advice, but it's gonna stress you out more to when now on top of what you have to worry about, you have to worry about what someone else is doing. So only worry about what you can control. um Guided meditation, that is a very meditation in general is a very, very powerful stress relieving technique. And there is no one way to do meditation, which is what I like. We meditate very differently, but regardless, meditation works for both of us. So he does like almost like a view out of the world and sees himself as a small piece of it, and that is calming to him. I go the opposite. I go within myself. I want to like literally feel myself breathing and hear myself breathing, feel my heartbeat. That's what calms me down. So there are different techniques. Yoga itself is almost like it is a form of meditation, because you're just worrying about whatever pose or whatever breathing you're doing, whatever muscle you're trying to stimulate at that moment. But long story short, if you're just starting out, go find a guided meditation. They have them on YouTube. I had a specific one I wanted to recommend.
There's Headspace.
There's Headspace. Headspace is a good one. Down Dog, which is what we both use for yoga. Actually
Fitbit
has
also has some.
Yes. Let me get out my point. Down Dog is free until the July 1st of next year. So that's why I specifically wanted to bring up that one, because the other ones, I believe you still have to pay for it on some level, a subscription. Down Dog, because of COVID, they're making it free until July 1st of 2021. So go and get down dog. They actually just started a meditation app specifically. So they do have a yoga app, which both of us use, but they started a meditation app specifically. And that one is also free till July 1st. And then breathing exercises, which is a form of meditation. That's what I like to do, but that you can do literally anywhere. If you're sitting in traffic and you're stressed out, you can do breathing exercises. If you were, in a meeting at work and you're just like, oh my goodness, these people, what are they talking about? Like, you can do your breathing exercises. It's something very easy. Nobody really even has to know that you're doing it. You can go into if you don't have a desk or an office, you can go into the bathroom for a second and do your breathing exercises. It's just a really quick way to focus on yourself for a second. Just recenter yourself. It's very, very, very helpful. That's probably my number one that I wanted to share. Do you have any other stress reduction tips or techniques?
No, I think my ultimate one, I already said it. My ultimate one is you can only control your own actions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I feel like that was a change in mindset that I made a few years ago. Like you can't get, I mean, you can get, I don't want to say what you can do, but for me, I choose not to get upset about others people's actions because I have no control over that. So I'm just gonna keep on getting upset. You're fall into a rabbit hole or a black hole of stress and anger. So just really control your own emotions. You are the master of your fate. 2021, let's get it done. All right.
Exercising is a way to release endorphins, which is also a good stress relieving technique. And then I guess the last tip I would have is just whatever works for you, right? My mom likes to crochet. I don't know, she doesn't do it as much, but I think my nana likes to crochet as well. Like, if that's relaxing to you, to set aside 30 minutes a day where you start your day off like that. You just listen to some nice music and you crochet and just do your thing. Whatever it is going to be for you, listening to classical music, listening to jazz music, whatever calms you down, figure out what that is and schedule it into your day. Either at a certain time or just at a certain point, like when I wake up or after lunch, before this meeting every day, whatever it is, but figure out some sort of regular time that you're going to do that.
There it is, y'all. So if you have New Year's resolutions, goals, promises, whatever you want to call them for yourself, please share it with us. Yes. Let us know. Share it with the community. You can comment if you're all watching this on YouTube. Comment below what are your, let's say, top 3 New Year's goals or resolutions that you're going to accomplish this year, no matter what, because nothing can get in your way. If you're watching this on Instagram, maybe you got a little clip, go ahead and leave us a comment below or send us a DM. Queen, anything you want to say before we farewell to these amazing, beautiful, goal-oriented, action-oriented, healthy, wealthy, and galactically beautiful people?
Wow, that was a little poem.
Thank you.
I think
you're welcome.
Then the last little tidbit is to really utilize your phones if it's something that that you have with you all the time anyways. So whether that's, we just talked about stress reduction, whether that's setting an alarm on your phone or a little notification on your phone to do your breathing exercises. We talked about being conscious about the social media pages you follow. If especially these days when there's not a lot outside to do, if you know that you're going to be on your phone, then utilize that as a tool to help you reach your goals. Since you're going to be on it anyways, you might as well, again, follow whatever goal you're trying to accomplish. Go find a couple pages that are about that, some Instagram accounts, some Facebook accounts, follow them so that they pop up on your newsfeed and they keep your goal front of mind. And again, I'm a very big fan of utilizing notifications in my phone to remind me to do things. It can be as small, again, as, take a breath or, make this phone call or, go exercise, whatever it's going to be. Utilize the technology around you to help you reach your goals.
There it is. So thank you for joining us for another episode of the True Health Forever podcast, where we try to live our best life through the lens of holistic health. I'm your host, Devon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game.
And I'm Sinclair, aka the
Health Nerd. We hope y'all stay healthy. We hope y'all stay mentally wealthy. And of course, we hope y'all stay true. True.